When Nwambafo, Professor Soludo, the executive governor of Anambra State, started the clamping down on fake Ezewanyi, fake native doctor, fake pastors in Anambra State, we were one of those people that supported him to the core. In fact, I supported him. So far, what he is doing will stop criminality, kidnapping, crime in Anambra State. We all supported Soludo to go ahead and clamp down on fake native doctors, fake Ezewanyi and so on, because they are the problem of Anambra State today. Their lifestyle, the way they abet criminality. That was why all of us supported Soludo to go ahead and do whatsoever that he is going to do. So far, he is going to bring peace, lasting peace in Anambra State. But today, the pictures that are coming out, emanating from Anambra State, is no longer encouraging at all. That is why I want to ask this evening, have Soludo returned Bakassi people back to Anambra State? I hope you guys have not forgotten Bakassi. Bakassi was brought in Anambra State in those days when criminality was in increase, when Edi Nogo, Deriko Mama, and so on were disturbing in Anambra State in those days. And when these guys came in Anambra State, everything was moving fine. In fact, they stopped criminality because whenever anybody is doing anything bad and you hear Bakassi, everybody will stop, or that person will stop. In those days, Bakassi brought criminality to a standstill, and they were doing a better job. They were all doing a very nice job, and people were hearing them. People were praising and hearing Bakassi in those days because they brought criminality to a standstill. But before you could say Jack Robinson, Bakassi started doing the opposite. The Bakassi that everybody was hearing, that they were doing a perfect job. They were doing a nice job. But before you could say Jack, Bakassi started doing the opposite of why they were brought in Anambra State in the first place. They started going after innocent Anambrarians. They were used against opposition politicians. The Bakassi that was brought in to protect life and property in Anambra State started going against innocent people in Anambra State. Before you know what is happening, they killed so many people in Anambra State in those days. Then Anambrarians started shouting to high heaven, started complaining that Bakassi people are no longer doing what they were brought in to do in the first place, that they are now going after innocent Anambrarians. They are now going after opposition politicians. Recall that when Soludo brought in these guys, all of us were happy. We were saying kudos to Soludo because we want peace in Anambra State. But look at what these guys are doing today. Their mode of operation. I am not happy with their mode of operation. This is just the way Bakassi people started. They started happily. People were happy with them. But all of a sudden, they changed because they changed their mode of operation. Look at these boys that Soludo brought today. Have you noticed that their mode of operation is gradually changing on a daily basis? Remember that when they came in, they were calm. They were doing their inner work. Nobody even knew that they are there. They were doing their work. You cannot even spot them. But all of a sudden, they are now showing themselves. They are now trying to intimidate Anambrarians. I am not saying that they are not doing their job, but the way they are going about their job, it is just the way Bakassi people started. And at a time, they lost track. And look at what these guys are doing. Is it what they were brought into Anambra to come and do? This is now intimidation. This is now something like a show. Should I call it a show of shame? Look at what they are doing. I am not sure that this is why they were brought in. In fact, so many people are now saying that they are going to be used against opposition politicians. This is why I want to use this wonderful opportunity to call upon the Executive Governor of Anambra State, Nwambafo, Professor Soludo, to avoid using these people during election time in Anambra State. Remember that in few months to come, Anambra State governorship election will come up. And these guys, the way I am seeing them, I hope they are not going to be used against opposition politicians and during that election itself. Because this was what happened during Obiano time. After the first tenure of Obiano, when Obiano was going into that election, they brought in, there was a security people that they brought in those days. And during the election time, so many people did not come out to vote. In fact, according to reports, they said it was only Obiano people, Obiano supporters, that voted for Obiano. People were afraid to come out during Obiano's second time. Because of that, so many people were disenfranchised. They never voted. They never voted for anybody. Only Obiano supporters came out. I think Obiano won with, is it 200 or 400,000? That was what Obiano won that election with. So I want to call upon the Executive Governor of Anambra State. These guys should not be used during our election. Now let me just allow you guys, so that you guys will hear the chant, what these guys are doing and what they are saying in this video. Just listen to them.
Sleep.